Hi, I'm Kimberly Allison from Starliner Music. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to continue with my series, Blues Solos with Comping. First, I will perform Blues Solo with Comping in the key of A, number 4, and then I'll break it down for you. Here we go. I hope you enjoy it. Let's go ahead and break down Blues Solo with Comping in the key of A, number 4. I'm primarily using A major and A minor pentatonics at the 5th fret. Let's look at the fingerings. Here's A major pentatonic. Here's A minor pentatonic. I'm going to break down this 12 bars into 3 4-bar segments. Let's go ahead with the first part. The lick is. Now, this lick is primarily major pentatonic. That's all major pentatonic, but this note is a C natural, and that's part of our minor pentatonic. I'm hammering onto the major third, though. This gives it a nice bluesy quality to include both the minor and major third in a lick. I'm going to follow that lick with comping. This is an A6th chord. I have a root, a major third, a 6th, and a root on the top. I'm going to take this chord and move it down a half step and back, just to give it a little motion. Then I'm going to respond to the first lick. So call and response phrasing is like question and answer. The first lick was sort of like a question. The next lick is like the response or the answer. Here is the response lick. Notice that it ends differently. I've ended this phrase on a G note, which is part of the minor pentatonic. It is also part of my A7th chord. It's the flatted 7. This note pulls well to our next chord change, D7th. After the second lick, I will be playing more comping. This time, I will take my A6th chord and walk it down chromatically to where it becomes a 9th at the 3rd fret. Now, we've talked about this in previous videos, but when you take a 6th chord and move it down 2 frets and keep the same bass note, A still in the bass, it becomes a 9th chord. So this voicing is flatted 7, 2, which is a 9th, a 5th, and a flatted 7 at the top. Let's hear the whole first phrase. At the beginning of the next phrase, I'm going to play a lick that contains a note that's not in A major or A minor pentatonic. This is because I'm targeting a D7th chord here. The note actually belongs to D minor pentatonic. The note is F natural. This is just an embellishment over my D7th chord change. Here's the lick. I'm going to follow this with comping for a D7th or D9th chord. Here's my abbreviated D9th. Down a half step and back. Next, I will be using double stops. These notes are from both the A major and A minor pentatonic scales. I'm really trying to set up the A7th chord change here, though. I'm hitting a lot of chord tones from A7 in this lick, and I'm also ending the lick on that G note that we talked about earlier, which is the flat 7th of our A chord. I'm going to follow this lick with my A6, Let's hear the whole second phrase. In our last phrase, we're going to start off with a lick that uses the E blues scale. This is because we're targeting our E 7th chord change here. Let's look at the fingering at the 5th fret. The first part of the lick uses a minor pentatonic. Then we shift into the E blues scale here. After that, we'll walk 9th chords down. At this point, our next lick uses mixed pentatonic. Followed by an abbreviated A 7th chord with a hammer on, to our 9th chords F9 and E9, and then we'll end on an A 9th chord. You have a flatted 7, the 2, which is the same as a 9th, the major 3rd, and the root on top. Let's hear the whole last phrase. That wraps it up for blues solo with comping in the key of A number 4. I'm Kimberly Allison from Starliner Music, and I hope to see you back on my channel soon.